Hey everybody, this is Gary, the fist pump guy. Today we're going to talk about the 2020 Toyota Highlander Hybrid. Now this trim level we're going to be looking at today is an LE and the brand new opulent amber color. Now this color is somewhat of a dark brown, but I think you'll like it. Stay tuned. Now the 2020 Highlander is a complete redesign. I mentioned that in some previous videos. But just because this is a hybrid doesn't mean it has to be ugly. Look at the body lines on that vehicle. Great looking vehicle. They did a great job with the design of this vehicle. The LE would come standard with an 18-inch alloy wheel. There's a quick look at it from the side. So if you're looking for a vehicle that looks great with great fuel economy, the hybrid LE Highlander would be great for you. Somewhere in the low 40s, 40, 41 is what you can get this vehicle for. Now an LE gas front wheel drive on this vehicle would be somewhere right around 39 and some change. So really not a huge price difference if you're going to consider a hybrid over a gas. Let's take a look at the drivetrain. Now for 2020, Toyota did change something significant on the hybrid Highlander. In previous generation, 2019, that body style, the engine was a 3.5 six-cylinder hybrid. It was the only six-cylinder hybrid that we had at the time. However, for 2020, they went to a 2.5 four-cylinder hybrid. Now, this is paired with a CVT transmission, an eCVT. And basically, it's just constant variable transmission, electronic. This engine's going to put out somewhere around 243 horsepower. Now, that's compared to a six-cylinder 3.5 that's going to get you somewhere around 295 horsepower. Now, if you're trying to consider which one you would want, your gas-powered engine six-cylinder is going to get you somewhere between around 27 to 29 miles per gallon on the highway, somewhere around 23, 24 average, depending on if you go with a front-wheel drive or an all-wheel drive. Now on the hybrid, you can also get this in a front-wheel drive or an all-wheel drive, and your fuel economy on this is going to be somewhere in the average range of 35 to 36 miles per gallon average. Now that's going to put you somewhere around 35, 36, both city and highway. Now, primarily the reason people buy the hybrids is for the fuel economy, but I would say that that's a pretty significant difference in fuel economy. So if you want to spend just a little bit extra money to go with a hybrid, you're going to get great fuel economy. Now, for those of you that haven't driven a hybrid, I suggest you do that because a lot of people talk about maybe it doesn't have the power. The way the torque and horsepower is on this vehicle, it would be very impressive for you. Also on your hybrid, Toyota does an 8-year, 100,000 mile warranty on the hybrid components. Now they've also changed the battery warranty to 10-year, 150,000 miles on most of your 2020 models and up. Okay, so if you're hesitant about buying a hybrid, that's some quick reasons why that you should. I could go either way, but I think a hybrid might be the right vehicle for you. Now before we step in this LE hybrid, I want to make mention that all the features that I'm going to cover are standard on the LE gas and LE hybrid. I think it's impressive. You have standard blind spot monitoring with rear cross traffic alert. You have standard smart key with push button start. Of course, power windows, door locks, that kind of stuff. Power driver seat. Now I will tell you that the fabric on here is really impressive. You would think that getting into a lower trim level may not be great, but the interior on this thing I think is fantastic, especially considering it's an LE. Now obviously this isn't the entry level like an L, but if you're looking for a lesser trim level maybe for the money, I think the LE is a great vehicle for you. Now it does have a Toyota Safety Sense standard including automatic high beams. Now if you'll notice right here, what is that? Power rear liftgate, standard on the LE. Now as you step in, your multi-informational display screen is still a 4.2 inch, so it's still very clear, very easy to read. Now this is a hybrid, so your tachometer and stuff will be a little bit different. There's your steering wheel controls. 8-inch touchscreen radio. HVAC controls, very easy to use. You have 3 USB ports, including 2 charging stations up front and 2 in the back. Electronic power parking brake, different drive modes right here, okay? Safety Connect also standard, along with Wi-Fi. But look at the interior, don't you think that's pretty impressive, considering this is an LE? Wouldn't be ashamed to drive this. Obviously, I mentioned push button start, standard even on the gas model, okay? Now, as you step back here, there's not very many options that you can get on the LEs, other than maybe color, interior, exterior type things. But this one, standard bench seat, folding flat. It does slide back and forth because all Highlanders are standard with, boom, 3rd row. Okay, but there's your other 2 USB charging stations and their own HVAC control. So 2nd and 3rd row air vents standard. I mentioned cargo space before. Very impressive the way they redesigned this to get you more cargo space and leg room. Okay, more cargo space back here, easy to access, easy to fold flat rear seats. But you can see that there's a little bit more room now. Obviously those seats are slid all the way back, but still more room. Okay, just a quick look from the outside again. Standard 8 airbags, as I mentioned, Toyota Safety Sense P2.0 standard on this vehicle. Okay, let's look at the passenger seat. Now the passenger seat is a manual seat, it's not power, but most of the time, most of us don't even carry anybody with us, so that's not a huge deal either way. But there again, there's another quick look at the interior of the Toyota Highlander LE Hybrid. Now, if you're wondering what the Toyota Safety Sense 2.0 might be that I mentioned, it's really our collection of standard safety features that come standard on all 2020 Toyota Highlanders. Pre-collision system, lane departure alert with steering assist, automatic high beams, radar cruise control. That also comes with lane tracing assist that helps keep you centered in the lane. Road sign assist to help recognize certain road signs. Pedestrian detection, low light pedestrian detection, bicyclist detection. All those are standard as part of the Toyota Safety Sense 2.0 that comes standard on all 2020 Toyota Highlanders. Now, if you're asking yourself right now if you really want a hybrid, before you make your decision, I suggest you go drive one, because I'll tell you that Toyota has come a long way with hybrid. We've had hybrids in the United States for almost 20 years, or right at 20 years, so they've pretty much perfected it. So go out and try one, drive one, see if you like it. If not, go with the gas. The Highlander, beautiful vehicle, you won't be disappointed. Now you might be saying, how do I look at this vehicle and pick out the hybrid? Well, you'll notice that we have the unique Toyota emblem with the blue. So if you're looking for the hybrid, look for the Toyota with the blue, you'll find it. Don't forget to like, comment, share on this video. I appreciate you watching. Subscribe if you're not a subscriber. Thank you for watching again. Follow the Fist Pump Guy.